There we go. That's probably gotten your attention. Hello, welcome to backtesting session number 6, I'm pretty sure. So, without further ado, let's dig in. So, economic calendar, we're checking Wednesday, the 19th of April, right? Because we're going to skip the session. Wednesday, the 19th of April, we have got nothing, okay? No heavy impact news. 3, medium impact. That I doubt will result in heavy injection to the market. Okay, cool. Weekly or daily analysis. Let's look at the daily. What do we have? We still have these external draws. So we have buy side liquidity here. So buy side liquidity here. Are these the same highs that were formed? We have Tuesday the 4th of April, Tuesday the 2nd of Feb, right? So we don't actually. We look at the 4th of April. Okay, that's very interesting. We've had an SMT here. Okay, so let's mark that out, SMT. Bang. Buy side liquidity. Okay. Let's mark out daily draws, internal liquidity. So we have this bullish gap. Okay. Also, guys, if you guys want a recommendation for a like a series to do with like investment banking and stuff like that, industry is really good. It's quite like porny. I don't even know if that's a word, but there's a lot of sex in it. I don't know why. Like, I really don't know why, but it's super good. I really like it. We even have a weekly gap here, so let's actually mark that out. I think if we take this, or based on the SMT, we are most likely to draw back to here, right? Okay, so let's take a couple pictures. Let's say on the daily. Let me take off my watch because it's gonna think. On the daily, we have some ERLs to reach on Enki. We can also see a bearish SMT on NQ as it forms a lower high relative to ES taking out the high. Okay. Let's go on the weekly. It's actually just make sure that we can actually understand that we do have these weekly bullish gaps on the 1 week. We have IRL internal liquidity, which is weekly bullish FVGs. Okay. Let's go back on the daily. Let's actually look at the candles and see what's going on. So I'm actually going to skip to, yeah. Right, that's a new candle. Okay, so almost close above. So let's actually zoom into this area and let's pay attention to these candles. We're showing a lot of wicks, so we're showing quite, I think we're showing a little bit of weakness, low-key. We failed to close above, moved a little bit lower, failed to close above, moving higher, failed to close above, and seconds we're moving lower, okay? We failed to close above previous days candles, therefore can expect some lower prices, okay? Let's see, this is last week's trading profile. We took out last week's high. Wait, no, this is not last week. This is a whole, it's like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, even then, yeah, we have also taken out last week's weekly profile high. From the daily, we can observe that there is speculation for lower prices. Okay. Now let's check the 4 hour. Do we have anything interesting? I would want to see this bullish gap get run through, if I'm being honest. Oh, nice. We get a bearish gap run through on NQ. So let's actually mark that out. On NQ, we displace through a 4 hour bullish gap. ES might do the same on this smaller gap. Okay, that's very cool. Now we have these this hourly bearish gap. Bearish. We also have this one. Price seems to be just chopping in it. Bang. Let's also mark up some sunset liquidity, because we'll see if we are bearish, then we are going to be targeting for these lows. Yeah, that bearish gap. These lows. This low. That low, and then okay. We reached into this gap. We almost reached into that gap. Okay. So let's talk about the hourly. Price has been hovering in a 1 hour bearish gap. We will just have to wait and see what price does in these key levels. Okay. I can see we've got some relative equal highs here as well, so let's actually mark these out. So that'd be a nice draw. These highs too. Okay, so let's actually move these in because I messed up a little bit. Apologies. So let's do control and then slap this in there. Over that. Oh shit. Okay. There we go. Right. Okay. There we go. Audi's done. And let's look at pre-market. So let's actually just skip through. I'm going to skip through into midnight. Okay, so we can see Asia's chopping. We've got some nice clean chop. It's like a long time I've seen some clean chop. So let's see what's going on. New York, yeah, so midnight opens. This is crazy chop. Won't lie. Let's just open up the next candle. Okay, so midnight. And then we have midnight. Just continue to observe really what's going on. Okay, so time hits. So we're going to observe what London does. I'd like to see maybe London manipulate into here. Oh no, must be the music that these gangsters own. China, here's what I want you to do. Sorry. All right. Let's see what London does. Holy crap, we manipulate lower. Crazy shit, bro. Yeah, okay, so we got a very, wow, all right. London was a bit cute, wasn't it? To say the least. Okay. Did we reach a key level? Really? Is the important part that we're looking at here. So price manipulates lower. Okay. Now we need to pay attention. This could just be simply a retracement into equilibrium, which is what it seems like it will be. Let me take off these levels because I didn't use them. So yeah, we are in the discount. We have, this is Tuesday the 18th at 11. Okay, so we sweep out both of those lows. Now let's annotate that. So let's talk about how, obviously, what happened at midnight open price. So midnight OP, we move lower straight away with no move higher initially. London provides a volatile move lower, which could present higher prices in New York, right? So this could be London reversal, New York continuation. We need to also check if a key level has been hit in this region. There's a bullish order block really that's formed here. Check the daily. Do we have anything on the daily that's of interest? Let's see if we take out previous day's low. Yeah. Okay. So that's interesting. We also take out yesterday's low. So this could actually be, this could actually give reason to take longs. Okay. You see on the hourly, we have a gap here, don't we? Yep. So we have hourly gap here. Let's annotate that. See what price does to it. And then this one here as well. Price kind of seems to already have displaced through it. But yeah, let's just continue on to kind of 8:30. See what happens. Ran out of weed at about 2. Oh no. Okay, so 5:45, we take this low, Monday the 17th, 12:30. Monday the 17th. Is this 2 actually? Okay, so this low gets taken out and we have an SMT, right? Just off of London, right? This is still technically London, isn't it? So that's what I'm gonna take that. We have a bullish SMT here at this level on ES. Okay, so let's continue. See what price does. I want to see if we get a change in the state of delivery. What do you here? I want to see if is like trades in London like actually good to do. Like I'm actually quite interested. See this candle. 275. Okay, cool. Must be the music that these khakis on. Hey, hey, I mean, to be fair, looking at here, we invest the gap, we filled it in here, and we're continuing on lower. We're not. Let's see. Yeah, so we have a bullish SMT forming right here as well. So we could actually annotate this. Bang. Source of liquidity. We get another SMT on NQ. Okay, so let's plot that out again. We have a 15-minute bullish SMT forming again, this time on NQ. Okay. Change of the state delivery would be here. Let's see what price does. So let's just skip the 15-minute. Okay, so market opens and we get a massive run through. Okay. Just have a look at this. Post market analysis, let's mark this area out. Yeah, so we have market opens. Hold on, let me actually delete this. Let's actually mark it on a 30 open. Bang. 930 open. Bang. Nope. 930 open. Right. So let's just go bang, bang, bang. New York AM opens and we see the CISD get confirmed. Okay. What's the only thing I'm kind of thinking of here is we've broken out of the range and this could be a manipulation leg, right? For continued bearish prices, but I don't know just how strong that's going to hold. We also have, let's mark up these bearish gaps. Okay. For potential draws on liquidity. Thing is, I'm not too sure. Did London really hit any key levels apart from here in this gap? Like, I would like to see longs though all the way up into this. Like, look, man, you can't tell me that's not some clear draw on liquidity, you know? But yeah, I think the CSD confirmed. Ideally, I want to see longs here. Okay, so let's see what the Fib tool provides us with. That's where the displacement began. I need to actually, I'm all over the place. Why is my nose running? Like, okay, I did put it in post market analysis. So let's have a look. I like that 3-minute gap. Bullish. Bang. 0.25. Split at the swing low. And then targets would be possibly up into this entire area here, right? Because of a massive drawn liquidity. Look, this is all Asia. There's going to be loads of pending orders in that area there. Okay. We have these highs here as well. Let me mark those out. Equal highs there, so quite a clean draw. We have the 15-minute confirmed CISD, which I like a lot. That's the first bearish candle close. Yeah, so let's just talk about the trade idea. Stop losses are quite big, to be fair. I'd like for it to be a little bit smaller, but I'm not gonna push it. Okay. Let's see if maybe the is there a price that you could draw down into this gap. Because that's the bearish gap. I want to actually move my stop loss here. Yeah. I might like put a runner in it all the way up until here. Because that'd be quite a clean area. Because look, we've had a massive move down. There's no way we're not gonna really continue up given London's reversal move, you know? So yeah, let me just quickly do this. So this is the trade idea. 15-minute CISD given a pre-New York AM SMT bullish on the 15. Yeah. 5-minute displacement leg and found a 3-minute gap within a discounted zone. SL is at SMT low. This might make me a bit sad if it gets taken. Okay, because obviously normally I put it here to learn my lesson from a couple of times where price actually ends up just always reaching that tad bit lower. Because obviously this is the buy side liquidity here, and then price may actually just reach near slow and then continue on higher. But I'm staying quite confident on this. What else? Targets are London highs, Asia highs, and high time frame bearish Favadi ups. Okay. So let's see how this plays out. We're gonna risk 1%, bang, 1%, buy. Okay. So let's see what happens. Okay, so price taps us in. Price taps us into this trade. And let's just see what happens. Okay, so don't tell me I've been caught in a chop, man. Okay, there we go. We've seen our first bit of movement higher, which is good. So first area there, breach. We have reached London highs. Taking 50% off and moving SL to intermediate low. Okay. So there we are. Let's take off half of our position. Partial close 50. Let's do that. I'm okay with me taking 5 off instead of 6, which is more than 50. For the sole purpose of did we actually end up tapping? We don't. We run away from it and we do that. Okay, that's cool. Let's look at 5-minute high and let's place it here. Okay. Price actually runs into it another time, so let's put that there. Okay, cool. Just kind of look at what the 1 minute does. Let's see. These draws are really far away from one another, I won't lie. So when it hits 0.5, I might take another position off. So let's just see what price does. Here we move higher. I should have taken a position off there. There we go. I'm going to take more position off two contracts. As we hit the 0.5 equilibrium level. Okay. SL is now break even. It is now at B. Okay. We actually bought 10, so 50 is 2 anyway. All right, cool. That's okay. See what price does. Okay, we're still pushing higher. I'm liking this price action. I want to see these highs get taken out 100%. I'm actually quite confident that they will get taken out, if anything. Yep. So we still have like a bit to go. We're in lunch, so this is like a very long trade. Um, we're getting there. There we go. So let's mention that. Price takes out overnight highs, Asia session, where there was a lot of clear accumulation happening. Okay. What else? SL is, I think there's definitely like a 15-minute intermediate low here. No chance there isn't. There is not. Okay, that's a bit interesting. Do we have a 5-minute? We have one there. Actually, no, we don't. Here, that's a 5-minute intermediate low. So, bring a stop loss there just for safety. Did I take position off? No, I didn't. Let's actually take position off before I fuck up. So let's close out most of our position. So it is at next intermediate low. I have one last contract running for full PP. Okay. So since we're in like around lunchtime, this is the part where it gets a little bit wobbly. Let's try and move this here a little bit. It's a very long trade. Can we see from 9 to like gonna be what, around 2, which is fucking mad. So let's just see what price ends up doing. It's now hit 1, and we seem to be chopping a little bit. Okay, we move a little bit higher, and then we take out these swing lows. So low key, swing highs, I mean. Do we reach into this bearish gap? Almost. But we reach into this one. Right. So given what price has just done, I'm actually gonna put my stop loss here. Okay, just to be safe in the market. For safety, sell is now going to be trailed to those equal lows. There is there is still an intermediate high there. Immediate low, sorry. Low there. ES reached into that bearish gap in the form of a wick. In the form of a wick. Therefore, I want to be as safe as possible and get stopped out in profit sooner than later if we see your PM correcting your AM session move. Okay. So let's actually go ahead and do that. Slap that right there. I'm okay with it stopping me out, which I'm gonna just guess it actually does. Oh, we're close. Okay, we're just accumulating. Holy shit. This is awful. Holy chop. Yeah, we're just in that gap, aren't we? It's the hourly gap. Yeah, we're just in the hourly gap. There we go. Cool. Cool beans. My guess is actually it's gonna probably hit this gap or this one and then rally off higher, maybe take another session. But even then, this is an amazing trade. Did market actually run any lower than I thought it would? Was my stop loss? My stop loss would have been safe there. I think it would have been a tighter stop loss and it would have been a better risked trade. However, I'm fine with that. So let's mark that out. Bang. Let's say bang. Price hits SL in profit. Okay, so the lessons learned, what I'm starting to notice a lot is good trade overall. However, some points to mention. Um, stop your stop, not your, my stop loss. Um, I get, I don't know how to word this. I get worried on the position of my initial stop loss due to previous experiences of being stop hunted and then price moving in my intended direction. Okay. Um, for consistency, it is best I always put the stop loss in the same area for all my trades. So sort of like a template. Another thing, this trade is very lengthy. It took the entire day. Okay. I feel like I definitely could have scaled onto like the 1 minute and had a much cleaner possible trade. For example, we have this bullish order block, so I could have maybe put my stop loss there and then I want to see even then right, hold on, let's not do that. So if let's say my target was entry on this here on that swing low and targeting these highs would have still been so low key, even then it's still kind of it's still the same thing. It was just this sort of trade. Um, even with looking at the 1 minute for refined entries, this still would have been a lengthy trade. So I can't really comment on it that well. But in general, I should look to refine entries on the 1 minute so that I can get better R as well as get out of the market quicker. Overall, good adaptation to bias. I think in the beginning we were looking at market moving lower. Yep. Yep. Initially, I was looking at the market moving lower. However, rereading present price action, I was given enough information to take longs. Okay, so let's just put that in the show notes. So let's see, we had a sweep, we had an SMT as well. We had a kilo wall hit in London, which caused a reversal, and then therefore New York continuation. To be fair, in fact, this was the manipulation in New York, and then we had the reversal because obviously market continued lower in London, therefore we should have seen New York continue lower, but we don't see that happening. We actually see manipulation happening pre New York AM. Okay, so we have retracement to displacement here. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Continues to work on trade length. What else? Um, stop loss placement. Oh shit, I spelled that wrong. Stop loss placement. Refine entry. Overall positives are calm, followed strategy, good risk management, logical targets, adapted adaptation to PA, so to market trend. Just say adaptation. Okay, so that's good. All right, cool. Well, that's that for the episode. If you guys learned something from it, this would be like really clean. I would really like to see a trade like this happen. But yeah, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you lot. I might do another backtesting session today, but I might not recording depending on how I feel. Because if I do this recording every single day, it's a bit long. You know, I've got to stop the recording and then upload it and do all of that. I'd rather just do the backtesting myself, you know. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you lot in the next one whenever you get it. Bye bye.